In this video, I'll show you how the Figaf IRT tool can actually help you in your SAP development. So we start with an error that's going on our SAP system. This is our HR system that has some kind of an error. We can look in, we can actually take all the payload, we can see the message information that's going on in this one, what kind of error that's going on, specific error information, message information. We can resend the message from in here, we can cancel if it's possible. We can create a rule that will actually be processed next time that this comes in. So if we already know what's going on, we can specify a rule here, we can send it with email. So if it's HR that's failing, or you can actually send it directly to HR so they will handle it. We also have integration with external systems, so you can add webhooks, and with this you can add in, for instance, Jira or something else. So you can really easy create new tasks in your system. Now I want to fix this, and I want to create a new ticket. We can add transport, we can specify what type of object this is, we can specify what we want to do with this. So we are just creating a new ticket now. We also have the option of assigning that change to, or that message to it, so we can actually have that as a test case. So now I have been in and make a few changes to my CPI system. I can synchronize it, and this will download all the content from your PI system, and you can see what was actually being changed on this scenario. So we can see we got payments here that was just changed. We can look at our versions, we can compare what was actually changed in this specific case. So this is the main payload, and we also got, for instance, in the message mapping, we got the internal payload. So we can see we did delete some specific information here. So users is pretty easy to see what was going on. We then want to assign this to the ticket we just created. So we assign to a ticket, existing ticket. Oh, that was the wrong one. Select ticket. 557. So we can see it here. So now we have assigned it to the ticket. So that means that people can actually see why an object was changed. So you can see all the different tickets that we have for this. So we can go to the ticket. We can look up test cases. So we can look up some of the test cases that have been created for this specific fix, and we can then actually run them on our system. So that this will send these messages into our PI system, and then it will compare the result, and based on that result we will then be able to see what was actually going on. So I want to check one of these. Let's see what is. So we can see, I think this one is not that good at test case. So we got something here. We got an error in this one. So we can see the difference. Pretty to see what the difference is, and this is a timestamp. We can set up ignoring, so next time this will not be seen as an error, and we'll just say, hey, this is okay. We can also create new test cases. So for instance, if we have selected our productive system, we can get the next 3 messages that's being processed. We can create names and partners for it if that, for EDI scenario, this makes a lot of sense. So we'll just add it to an existing template. So let's just see on HR here, demo. Want to run 2 messages. and then let me just send a message in. Oh, so we want to start recording. This will activate the process of recording these messages. And then we just need to wait until we have processed some more documents of this. And let me just start and stop the adapter. So now it's started. And we can then see that we actually already got the messages in. We can view the details of it. But what I just wanted to do is I would actually, okay, so we can see how it was, all the different test cases on this. We can see what data is in this test case. We can go in and see specific data. And then we just want to create our test case. Remember, it's called HR demo. We can see now all the different scenarios that has been added to this one. And I just wanted to show you. We can see our data here. We can actually anonymize the data, which is really important for HR or other data. We can pretty easy set up new rules, either that we want to have a random generated name or we want a random generated value. And yeah, if you want to specify a new one, it's simply just an XPath. The employee ID, we just want to generate a random value. And all of them would start, for instance, with 12 and then 2 digits, as we can see. So with that, we have now created a new test case that's anonymized that we can actually use to test this interface. So salary payments, GDPR makes a lot of sense in this this case. So now we have done all our changes. We have our transport. We have then created our transport in CTS Plus. We can assign our numbers here, and we can then actually run all of these test cases that we have assigned when we imported or have imported this transport on our PI QA system, and with that validate that everything looks identical. So the only thing left is obviously to document what we have made of change. And this one is not fully merged into it yet, but here we actually have a document that describes this scenario, what is in place of this, and you would then be able to see all the different tickets that have been involved in this with links to them. So it would be really easy for a developer to say, on Monday, this was changed on this scenario. So all different objects involved in this, you can actually really easy to see, and this is yeah, pretty interesting, and you can just drill down and see the relevant data there. So yeah, I hope this is an interesting demo. You can see and try it out yourself at figaf.com/IRT. And we also have the same options, if not more, for cloud platform integration. But check that out also. figaf.com/IRT.